Hi,
Hello,
welcome once again to another episode of our health podcast. My name is Inye.
and I am Victoria. So today we are going to be calling out all our fellow lazy girls.
So if you know that you have been feeling like a lazy girl, you're procrastinating a lot, you are avoiding responsibility, or you're just chilling,
Feeling unmotivated.
feeling unmotivated, you're losing your discipline,
Yeah,
then this episode is
it's
for
for
you.
you. Yeah, so today we are going to be talking about how we can come out of the lazy girl era where we can become productive, motivated, disciplined,
A
and
better version
a
of
better version of
ourselves.
ourselves, how we can stop waiting
Mhm.
and start doing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know that we like to say that I work better under pressure, or I just want to
Like,
relax, or let me just chill.
mm-hmm.
I'll do it later. Deep down, you know that you're just being lazy,
Yeah.
right? Sometimes you say, I'm stressed. You're
Mm-hmm.
not stressed. You're just being lazy.
Yeah.
Let's say the truth. I
Yes.
know that I need the feeling too. I do
Mm-hmm.
that too.
Yes.
So this episode we are going to unpack everything,
Mm-hmm.
how you can motivate yourself to be better and more productive
Mm-hmm.
at your
Work.
job, at your
Yes.
life, at everything
Wherever
that
you want it
concerns
to. Yeah. So
you.
stay
So
tuned.
stay tuned. If
Yeah.
you're just joining us for the first time, you're welcome to our health
Welcome.
podcast.
Yeah.
Do well to subscribe, like,
Like,
share,
comment.
comment,
Yeah.
and
And
tell
then,
somebody about us.
yeah, if you have always you subscribed, yeah, regular customers, as we always see, our OGs.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Thank
much for your
you.
love. We appreciate it. And please continue to tell people about us, to
Yeah.
share and comment and like. Thank you. And also, don't forget to also put in like maybe your questions or anything you would love to see us talk about on the
Mm-hmm.
podcast. We
In
are
the
always open.
commendation.
Yeah, we're always open to that. Yeah.
All
So
right, so
let's
let's dive
dive.
in. So before we dive in, let's start by defining what we mean when we are like lazy girl era.
Okay,
Yeah.
so basically, I think lazy girl era is that era when you just don't do anything. You're just not doing anything. You don't feel the motivation to do anything. You spend your time scrolling for hours
Mm-hmm.
and saying I will start tomorrow,
Mm-hmm.
and that tomorrow never comes.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So
Yeah.
that is like the lazy girl era.
And I know that social media has like made it popular. They've romanticized everything,
Yeah.
like soft girl life, no
Mm-hmm.
chill. What's all those things?
And,
I don't want to stress. I just want
exactly.
to
I
relax
just want
and be
to
taken
say
care of.
exactly.
Right? It's
Yeah.
become so popular, and many people are beginning to lose sight of
Yeah.
their actual core values, right?
Mhm.
They're now taking it so serious. Everybody just wants to chill. You
Mhm.
have tasks waiting for you. Be like, oh, please, I can't kill myself. Let
Exactly.
me make I first rest. Now who rest?
Mm.
You get stressed. I mean, it's not like we're encouraging you to work yourself to death,
Yeah.
right? There is
But you
need.
know deep down that you are being
You're just
lazy.
being
It's not
lazy.
that you are stressed out.
Mm-hmm.
You are just being
Mm-hmm.
lazy.
So
Right?
yes, there's a need to rest. We are not denying the fact that you need to
Mhm.
rest,
Yeah.
but you are actually procrastinating. You are
Mhm.
not being productive. Be honest with
With
yourself.
yourself.
Do you feel like you
Exactly.
are being productive? No, you are not.
Mm.
So this episode is just like in these times when I'm
Mm.
feeling like, oh, well, let me just rest a bit. You don't want to do that.
Mhm.
Okay, you do not
Yeah.
want to.
So there's a difference between resting
Mm-hmm.
and just avoiding work
Yeah,
completely.
absolutely.
Right? So if you are constantly procrastinating, scrolling for hours, like we are all very guilty of this. You just go, if your own is Instagram or TikTok or Twitter,
My
you
own is game.
just
My own is one
oh
stupid game.
my
Sometimes
God.
I'm just
So
like using it to
you just
distract
find
myself.
yourself scrolling for hours, wasting time and
Yeah.
feeling guilty afterward that
Mm-hmm.
hey, today I not do anything. No, today I passed like that. I not do anything. So if this is all this describe you, then just know that you are in your lazy girl
Yeah,
era.
exactly. So why do we even get to this lazy girl era in the first place? Because nobody just wakes up and they're like, oh, okay, I'm going to be a lazy girl.
I
I'm
want to
going to
waste
waste
my
my
life.
life. I'm going to do nothing. I don't feel
Yeah.
like anybody starts out that way,
Yeah.
but it just sort of catches up to you.
Yeah.
So what?
So I think one of the reasons why people go into that lazy gear era is when they are overwhelmed, right? When there's a lot to do, like you just wake up and there is this to do, this to do, this to do, and sometimes you just shut down and just do nothing.
Very true.
Yeah,
Actually.
because there's a lot to do and you find out that you just feel so overwhelmed by
You don't know where
everything
to
you want
start.
to do. Yes, you don't know where to start and you just shut down. So I think that is one of the reasons.
So another reason is lack of discipline, right? It's so easy, like motivation can just come and, oh yes, I want to do this, I want to learn this, I want to do that, especially like beginning of the year, for instance now, and everybody's like, oh, blah blah blah, that motivation, the eagerness to do something, but as time is going, the motivation now goes, and you've not put structures in place to make sure that you accomplish the goals that you set up for yourself. You end up like, okay, let me try tomorrow, let me try next tomorrow. You see yourself procrastinating, right? Because you've not disciplined yourself, you've not built the habit to actually, put in the work no matter what. When your motivation dies down, it's very, very difficult to stay consistent.
That's another thing I think is the fear of failure, because sometimes it's not that you are lazy, you're being lazy, you're just afraid that when you start doing it, you will not do it well, or that you fail at it, and because of that, you now see yourself not doing anything, right? And maybe you want to even start, let's say for example, you want to start content creation, and you feel like when you start doing, nobody will view your review, or nobody will like it.
Very true.
Or you will never blow in life. Like, you just feel, because of that fear, you just not do it again. So sometimes it's fear of failure. And I think something else just came to my mind too is the need for perfection. It makes a lot of people not to do something because they feel like, hey, I have to do it well.
I saw one post, Brenda, our friend, posted. She said, if you keep waiting to have, I'm just paraphrasing, but she said, if you keep waiting to have the perfect gadgets to start content creation, you are going to buy those gadgets and you will never start.
Exactly.
And like when I saw it, it really made so much sense because I just want it to be perfect. I want my lighting to be great. I want the shoot to go well.
Yes.
If you don't start with what you already have, you won't even know how to use
exactly. So sometimes people want, because of their fear of failure or because they want something to be so perfect, they end up not doing it.
Very, very
right. True. And because they don't want to be laughing stock.
Nowadays, now that laughing stock will make you blow. Don't be ashamed.
Because they might be like, hey God, if I don't do this thing well now, they might laugh at me. People might laugh at me or stuff
if
like
they laugh at you, at least they are talking about
exactly.
you. So just do it, okay? Laughing at people now, like the thing where they help them, where they help them blow. So maybe if they are laughing at you, you're probably doing something.
Exactly. Right. My baby still always say something like, every PR, not only him, I've heard of it. Every PR is PR, whether good PR or bad PR.
Is PR.
What matters is that you're popular.
Yeah, that's so true. And another thing is comfort zone syndrome. You're already so relaxed in what you're already used to. You don't want to move.
You're used to doing nothing.
And if you're used to doing nothing, your brain itself will start getting used to it. That why should we move up from this place? So you actually have to take action. That's why they say move away from your comfort zone. It's not cliche, right? Just break free from it. Don't keep relaxing. Challenge yourself to do better or to do something different than what you're used to.
This just reminds me about a conversation I was even having this morning, right? I'm sorry to say, but I think a lot of girls these days are just stuck in that comfort zone. Because let's say, for example, you have friends or you have people, or you are dating a rich partner that gives you money, right? And at that point now, you now become so relaxed in that comfort zone that you don't want to now do anything for yourself. You just want to be, you just feel like the person will always be there to give you that money, to give you that thing that you want, and you just exist in doing nothing.
When they now stop you, now
exactly. You gotta look for another person that will give you. So that comfort zone, I think a lot of girls are in that comfort zone.
I mean, I don't think it's just girls, but I get what you mean. A
Yeah.
lot of people are stuck in their comfort zone.
It's not just girls, but I feel like a higher, especially in Nigeria, I'm using Nigeria as case study, right? A higher percentage of girls are in that comfort zone in Nigeria.
They just want to relax, and especially with the whole status quo, there's this, what I call it, a new trend. It's not so new, but there's this trend where girls now, they don't want to work. There's this, I want to just chill. I want to be Odogu wife. I want to like, they are now even glorifying. Of course, like everybody wants like a rich man, but there's this particular one. They're like, I don't want to. They're not glorifying it. Like, I don't want to work. I just want to date a rich. Some people are not even like aspiring to be Yahoo boy's girlfriend. What kind of mentality is that? It is so wrong, and it's because like this whole lazy girl thing is actually becoming too rampant. Everybody's just stuck with, oh, I just want to chill. I don't want to do too much. That's not the right mindset to have.
Exactly. So we have outlined the problem, right? So let's talk about how to fix the problem, how to move from your lazy girl era to your productive and disciplined era.
Yes, so to start, this is going to sound cliche, of course, but find a morning routine that works for you. Yeah, it actually really helps, right? I know that everybody's like, morning routine, right? It actually helps. If you wake up in the morning and you have a plan, a structured plan of what you're going to do, you find out that your day is going to be a lot more productive, right? So all of those things that they say, yes, it sounds like a broken record, but it actually works. I saw this TikTok of a guy, and he's like, I hate to break it to you, healthy habits work. So he's like, it's so true. If you drink water, you're going to have glowing skin. If you exercise, you're going to be fit. So it works.
Yes, exactly.
The fact that they're just saying like motivational, and you're like, oh, I'm tired of hearing it. It actually works. Yeah. Right. So when you wake up in the morning, do a personalized morning routine. I'm going to pray for 5 minutes. I'm going to read my Bible 10 minutes. I'm going to do a light workout. You don't have to do too much. I'm going to do a light workout. Even if it's just music and dance, you have already done workout. Right? I'm going to make my bed. Then I'll get dressed for work. When I'm on my way to work, I can listen to a podcast, or I can listen to a book, audio book. Your day is already progressing like that. When you get to work, you have a plan for what you want to do, and then you do it. It's actually going to help you. I mean, when you've already written it down, when you're already feeling like, oh, you're already like tired, you can just go back to that list and check out which one have I done, which one have I not done, and backtrack. I know it's difficult, right? It's so easy to fall back into the old patterns, but when you already have something that you've written out for yourself, there's this book that I write, like a physical book that I write goals. Sometimes I kept that book in a place I'll always see it. If I wake up in the morning, that's the first book I see. When I open that book, I'm like, the goals where I say I go do. I never do them. That thing is already putting that picture in my head that you have to start working, and it actually helps, right? So if you are doing that thing, set it as a reminder on your phone, like a reminder, so that when you pick up your phone, you know those reminders, they don't go unless you clear it. Sometimes you have to mark it as completed. When it's on your face every time, you will have no choice but to just do that routine that you set up for yourself, and you'll see you start living a more productive life.
Yeah, just to add to what you just said, avoid waking up in the morning and just scrolling. Like, let's scrolling through social media or whatever not be the first thing you do in the morning, right? Because those things give you like this dopamine high. Yes, and all these other things will not be so low for you. You want something that will still give you this high dopamine, right? So don't do that in the morning. And then another thing I'll say is to romanticize discipline. Right? So we romanticize soft life. Why not romanticize discipline? Right? Light a candle while you're working. If you love candles, right? Why is it only when you want to watch a movie? Or when you want to...
There's this thing that people do, gym wear. They keep buying cute gym wear. Because like people that are trying to motivate themselves to work out, when they keep buying, they won't be posting it. If that's not what is going to work for you, then do it.
Exactly. So if maybe wearing cute outfits, even for those of us that work from home, right, that don't go out every day. You can just buy cute outfits, and then you just want to, maybe because of wearing it, you even sit down and walk.
Do you get?
Do you get? So just romanticize discipline the same way we romanticize soft life, right? If maybe even recording yourself while you walk is something that well, when we go to restaurants, we record ourselves and post, right? Actually. So if you want to record yourself while you walk and it will motivate you to stand, to not actually do the work,
by
then
all
do that, right? So just romanticize discipline.
Yes. So another thing I want to say is the 5-minute rule, right? If something is going to feel very overwhelming for you, like, oh God, I don't even know how to start this. Oh my God, I have so many things to do. Just tell yourself that, okay, let me just do it for 5 minutes. Let me just do it for 5 minutes. Let me just see how it goes, right? And if you do it for 5 minutes and okay, I think then maybe you can take a break and rest and come back to do it for another 5 minutes. But most times, yes, you will see that you do 1 hour don't pass, and the work was actually exciting. It was something that you wanted to do. But because you were just feeling too overwhelmed, you didn't want to start. So just do that 5 minutes rule and start anyway. You see yourself becoming more productive.
So another thing I'll say is reduce distractions, right? So if you know that you're someone that is addicted to social media, for example, while working, you can put a do not disturb, right? So that you not get notifications that would distract you while you're working. And before you know, you can just have one distraction, one notification, and before you know, you spent 1 hour on TikTok or on IG, right? So when you're working, put do not disturb, or you can put time limits on each app, right? So you can give yourself that, okay, I want to spend only 1 hour every day on this app, and once it's 1 hour, it logs you out and you just leave that, right? So just reduce everything that causes distraction from you. And if it means, sometimes you have to even go to the extreme, if it means uninstalling the app, right, uninstalling the app from the Play Store, or just logging out for some time, right, to give yourself that break that you need from it, right? And then I think just it's going to really help you, because now when you don't have those distractions, you'll be forced to do the work that is
like
before you.
Like me now, like notifications. When I get notifications, I'm always triggered
to
want to check what's the issue. Sometimes it's nothing serious, it's just one stupid notification, but by the time you go and check now and it's that stupid notification, before you know it, you go and start scrolling. So what I do is that my phone is on silent. It's always on silent. I can't hear it. So when I'm like about to do something, so I just put it in my bag so that I don't hear anything, and then I just do the work, and then
another thing I did was I actually removed notification from my phone. I don't get any notification till I go into the app.
Exactly.
Right. So I don't have WhatsApp or Instagram unless I purposely have to by myself enter WhatsApp before I see that I have messages or stuff. So you can also do that, and whatever works for you. Right.
Also set a non-negotiable daily goal. Right. I've already said morning routine before. So in addition to your morning routine, you have something that you know that you must achieve this today. By any means, you must achieve this. So that when you wake up, you know that you have this particular thing to achieve. Then you do everything you can to make sure that thing is achieved and cross it out for the day. You know that you have achieved. So you even feel
you feel
better. You feel happy that I've done this thing. Let me move on to something else. By tomorrow, you have another non-negotiable. So even if everything doesn't work, that particular thing must work. You will see that you're already becoming more productive in your life.
So another thing I would say is move your body, right? So exercise. It mustn't mean you going to the gym, right? You can just like Onye said before, you can just stay in your house and dance. Just move your body, have like a physical movement of your body. It brings mental clarity and motivation, right? And I actually noticed it because I work from home and I'm always sitting down, but recently I've finally registered for a gym. Right? And when I go to the gym, especially some days when I'm really down, when I go to the gym, I realize that actually that moment, those times where I'm in the gym, that hour, I actually forget about every other thing. I just focus, release all the tension and actually be happy, and like it really brings mental
apart from even like actively exercising. One thing I do while I'm in the office, when my tasks start to feel overwhelming, I take a walk. So I have 1 hour break. I don't really do lunch breaks and all of that. I used to reserve that time to just scroll. I'll just be, instead of like pressing phone, I feel like who wants to work? So if somebody wants to buy food or just so I'll now use the opportunity to walk,
with the
to
person.
move. Sometimes I'll go and visit somebody else in their office, and by the time I'm coming back, I feel like I must have relaxed, because if you just stay and you're just scrolling, you find out that you've not even achieved anything. So by the time I've like moved, walked around, by the time I come back, I'm ready to now focus on that task. So moving actually helps. Yeah, so I'm just lying down, especially if I work from home, just or maybe you don't even have a job yet, you just chill. Let me just chill, just lying down. School. By the time you're even done, I feel like God, I didn't achieve anything today, and then the cycle continues.
And you're feeling guilty.
Yeah. The last point would be to have an accountability partner. This is another cliche one. If you want to achieve something, tell somebody about it, right? Tell your friend, tell somebody they respect, somebody that their words mean something to you, that I want to do so thing. I want to finish reading this book. I want to be creating content. Join accountability groups. Salem is doing this March post every day on Instagram for people that are like upcoming content creators. Join that type of group and make a video every day and post. When you see other people, like there will be a hashtag. I think Kuda was doing this work for Kuda. If you post this thing, your work, that's for people that are excited. Apoko Doctor also did other kind of things. There are accountability groups, right? Look for one that matches your goal. If it's not even a social media one, do your friend. Tell them that you want to achieve this goal, so that they can help you be accountable and keep you in line. Also tell
they
them,
might even be interested too.
They might actually be
together. Then you could be accountable to each other.
Very, very true. Yeah. So just get an accountability structure for yourself. And stick to it.
So let's be real. The motivation is not always going to be there, right? So that is why discipline is way more important.
Yeah. So there are days that you are feeling motivated. I'm going to achieve this today. There's some days that you really do not want to feel. You don't want to do anything, right? You just, must I do this today? In days like that, is your discipline that you've put in place. That's what is going to keep you going. That's why we keep preaching, build discipline, put structures in place. That's going to help you, because motivation cannot be every day. But on those days that you don't have the motivation, that structure that you have put in place, that alarm clock, that timer, whatever,
accountability partner
is going to tell you, okay, regardless, you must do this.
Just like the gym people say, even when you don't feel like doing it, do it anyway. Right? Sometimes you don't feel like going to the gym, but you just have to go. And when you go, you just be in it. You just start working out.
One thing, like one of the structures that I put in place, like last year when I was going to the gym, because I never go to gym this year. It was to pay. That money is expensive, but when you remember how much you paid,
it keeps me going. Let me know, like.
Now when you remember how much you paid for this thing, my money cannot waste. So let me just go. Sometimes I even paid for personal trainer. Then the personal trainer is like, oh my God, now my money. But I just have no choice. So just apply that same principle to your personal life. You'll see yourself.
So it's not every day you wake up being motivated.
But make sure you have structures in place and be disciplined enough to put those structures to work.
So final thoughts to everyone that is listening right now. What's one thing you would say that they should put in place in order to exit the lazy girl era?
I would say you don't need a perfect plan, right? You just have to start. Just start doing something.
One step at a time.
One step at a time. It's going to take you further than when you're waiting for everything to just align, everything to be perfect. If you just keep putting in that 1% every day, 1%, it eventually builds up, and you see that I've accomplished so much. Instead of just waiting, okay, it's not yet right, I don't yet have the gadget, let me just chill, I don't feel like it, I don't have time. Before you know it, you've not done anything. Right? So just put in the little work. You'll be perfecting it as you go. Right? Don't wait for everything to be perfect.
And just like I will always say, that person that you want to be, that woman that you want to be, is already inside of you. right? You just need to put in the work to bring her out
Yeah.
and show her to the world.
Very, very true.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is to us.
Every one of us. So.
Yeah, that are going to be more disciplined, more productive, more motivated. See you on the better side of you.
Yes. And also, please tell us in the comment section one lazy thing, one thing that you are going to be dropping after this episode. Tell us in the comment section. We'll be reading through the comments and we'll be cheering you on as we go.
Yeah. And we've come to the end of this episode. Thank you for staying tuned and for listening. We love you.
Thank you so much.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and drop a comment in the comment section.
All right.
Until we see you next time. Adios.